Of
But
course.
my question to you, and I'm not sure if you would be able to answer this, but for those who want to pursue music or are trying to pursue music who don't have that same kind of support from, let's say, their family, their friends, what would be your advice to them to be able to kind of push through continuing on their career, even with that lack of support?
Sure, absolutely. I mean, having the parent and like family support is was massive. But there's so many different ways to get into music in the local community and stuff like that. And going to shows, I think, is the number one way to connect with other musicians, other artists, other like-minded people, and being able to, you know. Just meet new people, make new friends, go to, if you're in the city and you're into alternative music and there's like house shows and stuff like that, or, if you have any all age venues, if you're, younger and trying to figure that out. Or in your school, I know like I did a lot of high school theater where I would do the audio department, and that was always big. And that kind of led to doing Battle of the Bands in high school, which was always fun, and running sound for that. So I think getting involved and going to shows is like the absolute number one thing that could get you started and get you moving with all that, and figure out what you're into and what kind of people you want to surround yourself with.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that was big for me too, because I think that being exposed to other people who are actually doing it, I think that tends to, I don't want to say override the lack of support, but it does, again, makes it's a refreshing feeling. Like, okay, I'm actually in proximity of somebody who's actually achieving the goals that I'm trying to achieve. In a lot of ways, I feel like that holds a lot more weight than someone who doesn't know much about the music industry telling you, oh, you can't do it. Oh, get a regular job. Oh, give it up. So on and so forth. At least that's been, my experience. Like I have, and one of the things that I will always remember, this is when she told me this when I was maybe like 13, 12, 13 years old. And she was like, listen, one day you're going to become an adult and you're going to have to pay your own bills or, not get a job, but like you're going to have to pay, for your own way through life. And she said, you have one of two options. She said, either you can, and this is not to like, nothing against the 9 to 5 folks. This is just the conversation that she gave me. She said, you can either work for somebody else and that someone else gets to dictate how much you get paid. They get to tell you when you have to come into work. They get to tell you when you get to leave, and they get to tell you when you can vacation. Or you can start your own business. You can set your own hours. You can set your own rate, and you can set your own schedule. She's like, the choice is up to you. Of course, me being 13, I want to start a business.